Welcome to Channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about migrating to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side. So once you have all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting all the insight. Now, are you turning 35 years of age or soon? Well, that's the biggest question after the migration strategy that was announced from yesterday, Monday, and everybody is looking at their passport, checking out their date of birth. Now, why this is so important? Because they gotta drop the eligibility age for the 485 visa down to 35. Well, that means a lot of people will be affected. So if you're age somewhere near 35 soon, perhaps there is no way you can actually skill migrate. So that's the bigger thing that I wanted to have a discussion in this video, and hopefully the stakeholders and also the immigration will pay attention to this video as well. So if you know any migration officer, might as well forward this message to them as well. Now, okay, so let's go back a little bit. We noticed that there has been an announcement on migration strategy, which is looking towards to pave the pathway for the next decade. Also, I'm not too sure how this would do it, because we had just gone through a crazy 2 or 3 years, perhaps 4 years, so many changes. Can you have a plan that's focusing on the next 10 years? Oh, I would suggest to focus on next 10 months is much better way to actually do things. But well, long-term plan is also always good, but we have just finished a pandemic. There's just so many things going on. As you can see, last year they were looking to open up border, getting all the migrants in, and a lot of invitation throwing all around 189, 190, 491, and now today, December 2023, they're looking to cut half of the migration quota. So anyway, that's only 12 months though. So are we expecting what coming up for next 10 years? I don't know. I mean, let's just focus on the next 10 months. I think it's more realistic. So what have we gone through? We have actually gone through this huge document, 99 pages yesterday, despite I have done a very brief and quick 15 minutes video just to capture most of the stuff. Now, most of the people had query, putting a lot of questionnaire, and I see a lot of on the forum as well, other forums, not on the news, because well, obviously in the Australian news they were talking about for Australian citizens news. They're not gonna care too much about migrants. But if you are a skilled migrant or if you're an international student, this is big. This is huge. Now, there are some keywords I want you to take away. Now, before we go through these bulky document again, I want to go to the action plan which the government has actually done. You can download this from the immigration's website itself. So if you go to the migration strategy, there is an action plan down there. So you can just click on that. You'll get into this piece of document here. So why are we looking at the action plan? Because this is where the government of Australia is looking towards to implement those changes, or so-called new commitments. So implementing timeline existing and new commitment and consultation timeline for the area of future reform. So again, this is not the policy, this is not the law yet, as we have chat about. For instance, they talk about abolishing the labor market testing, which they didn't even do it. They only removed the workforce, which was the free job ads, and still require the employer to put in the paid job ads, 2 of them. I'm not too sure why 2 would do better than just 1, if it's nationally, if it's online. And they still have that law in there saying radio, national radio. I'm not too sure who will post a job ad on radio anymore in 2024, right? So let's have a look, and we shall scroll down to where it says the where is it down here. Okay, it says strengthening and simplifying temporary graduate visa. Yeah, well, it is. I'm not too sure how that's strengthening it. Simplify, yeah, make it easier. The criteria is less, but looking at the date right there, what does it say? It says implement in mid 2024. So that means the earliest when it comes will be the next financial year, and that will be July 2024. So that's the timeline. So what do we learn from here? Well, if you want to, you have the opportunity to launch 485 before July if the current plan is better. For example, remember there is 3,000 some whatnot courses that will add extra 2 years for you. Now, if that's the case and you graduated before July 2024, you better get it lodged, because that will get you a lot more years of work experiences. And whilst holding 485 visa, if you still wanted to study master courses, you can still do it. All right, so you might as well. My advice is lodge it before July 2024. So let's go back to that piece of document there, and I will take a little bit of assessment. So the key thing here that we have worry and concern about is this one. It says eligible age encourages early career professional. Okay, the maximum eligible age for TGV will be reduced to 35, repositioning the visa as the product for early career professional who can contribute to the Australian economy over a long period. Right, so they're dropping down from 50 down to 35, and we can see it says encourages. We see some keywords here. Well, that means it's not concrete yet. And also it says the government approach is not concrete. There's a lot of hurdles. Can they actually get this approach done? Is another question mark there. And also, if we continue to go on further down to the next page, it will read, I'll just read it out for you. Similar internationals who want to trade qualifications. So they're talking about trade, because the table right up there doesn't indicate any trade. You know, if you study trade or other skills, it doesn't tell you a detail there. Okay, in Australia currently have a few opportunity to undertake an apprenticeship on a student visa. We will examine. That means it's not concrete yet, because they are still in the process to examining all the other courses as well, with the full context of these barriers, and consider other mechanisms to support high skill in demand graduate who can support future economy needs. For example, those reform vocational stream of the temporary graduate visa program. So what does that mean? That also meant it's not concrete yet. Again, I believe there's gonna be, well, since yesterday there has been a lot of voices going in the government shouting as well, and I believe the university body, although they did support at the beginning, but there is gonna be some complaint obviously going on. Why do I say that? Now, thinking about this, a lot of people coming to Australia study. They're not just trades, they're not just bachelor, but they are probably research fellow, right? Now, research fellow will obviously be those PhD or master by research people. Now, these people generally are older, okay? And if they are not offered to have a TGV, the temporary graduate visa, after they graduate, where do they go? Where can they go? Go home, right? Another thing is, we're gonna understand for the ranking of the Australian universities, not just locally or nationally, but if they want to rank better internationally, how they rank university worldwide is by the numbers of research, theses published out there, right? So having those PhD students to university is a key to drive those world ranking. It's the same thing happening in the US university, also in the UK, Canada, any university worldwide, they are ranked the same. So if they offer only for the international graduate under the age of 35, they gonna cut out a lot of PhD and research fellow. Why do I say that? Because they are, here we go. And let's have a look at the document, which is coming from eLive. And this is Research Culture, a survey of early career researchers in Australia. Not even talking about international graduates, but let's look at the, and this is coming from a lot of different universities, as you can see down there. And the average age, let's jump in there. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. The demographic result. The average age in the bracket is between 31 to 35. Now, how long do you take on a research courses? It's generally 4 years. If they're coming as 31 years of age, and bear in mind there are people of 36 or 40 years of age studying PhD for 2 to 4 years, what does that mean? That means Australia is going to lose out a lot of these international students who are coming for PhD, right? Because if they come at the age of 31, forget about graduate visa. You cannot stay. Once you finish your thesis, it's time to go back home. Now, would this be beneficial for the Australian universities? I don't know. So again, there's still doubt. It's not concrete. I don't think they will do that. Even if they're going to do that for the government, there will be a grandfather's law to actually indicate that if you have come to study before this date, you're still using the old law, okay? And you come in as a new student, for example, from July 1st, 2024, then you have to follow the new TGV criteria. And also, perhaps they're going to set up different age limitation for different group. So master and also PhD. I think that's more reasonable and more humane. You get it more sensible, right? You don't restrict age limit at 35 whilst applying for also the research fellow people or post graduates. So that would be really unattractive for international students to come to Australia to actually do all the research, and research is vital. Didn't they want to have those highly skilled people, and you're kicking them away while they are doing all the major technology scientific researches? I don't think that's gonna happen anyway. Anyhow, if you have more question, query, more than welcome to leave comment right down below, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.